You know what's absolutely wild? The way the crypto scene in America has completely transformed these past few months. It's like we're watching history unfold right before our eyes. Picture this. Back in November 2024, the markets went absolutely ballistic from November through December and into January. Then things cooled off a bit while everyone was buzzing about tariffs and potential trade wars. But here's where it gets interesting. Buried in all that chaos, the White House quietly dropped this document called Modernizing Payments to and from America's Bank Account. Most folks totally overlooked it, which is honestly a huge mistake because this thing is a game changer. Get this, they're spending over $657 million annually just on outdated paper record systems. That's taxpayer money going down the drain. So what's their solution? They're diving headfirst into blockchain and distributed ledger technology, the exact disruptive tech that's going to revolutionize everything. The report breaks down all the use cases, but the ones that really caught my attention are direct deposits, card payments, digital wallets, real-time payment systems, and cutting-edge electronic payment options. Basically, they're planning to completely overhaul America's entire financial infrastructure, and crypto is leading the charge. Now, here's why I'm bringing up that March 2025 report as we're heading into August. What we just saw from the White House has me convinced this administration is about to make us incredibly wealthy. This is just the starting point. And even if we don't hit it big this cycle, and I mean seriously wealthy, crypto is going to explode over the next 4 to 8 years like nothing we've ever seen. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we need to wait that long, but between now and 2033, every prediction about tokenized assets points to tens of trillions of dollars. That tells me crypto isn't just another investment. It's becoming the backbone of the global financial system. Just look at stablecoins already making up 1.1% of the world's M2 money supply. Then we saw that post on X about how crypto and blockchain tech can completely revolutionize America's financial system. Hines announced that July 30th bombshell. The president's working group on digital assets dropped their 180-day report. The official White House statement basically said their digital asset markets report is the roadmap for crypto's golden age, and they're determined to make America the undisputed crypto capital of the world. I wish I could share the video they released, but YouTube's copyright system makes that tricky. The bottom line, they're turning the digital asset sector into America's secret weapon. When I mention them using it as a weapon, I'm not talking about market manipulation like we've seen with the dollar. Instead, they're strategically positioning crypto to cement America's dominance in the tech space. Think of it as the next .com revolution. Right now might be the most crucial moment in history to get involved with cryptocurrency. The potential for growth is absolutely staggering. We could easily see this market expand by 10 or even 100 times its current size. Sound too good to be true? Let's crunch some numbers. The crypto market cap recently touched $4 trillion. Multiply that by 10, and you're looking at $40 trillion. Push it to 100x, and we're at $400 trillion. Before you dismiss that as impossible, consider what's actually getting tokenized around the globe. Take real estate. That market alone is valued at over $300 trillion worldwide. Toss in equity markets at roughly $100 trillion, and you've already hit that $400 trillion mark. And that's before we even factor in derivatives or the enormous securities trading ecosystem. Organizations like the DTCC are already transitioning to blockchain technology, processing close to $4 quadrillion in settlements every year. These numbers explain why I'm so bullish on crypto's long-term prospects. Yes, we'll experience the usual market ups and downs, but the overall direction is clear, especially for projects that deliver genuine utility and solve actual problems. What's really exciting is how President Trump is backing America's crypto ambitions with this comprehensive digital assets report. They're describing it as a master plan to unleash America's ingenuity. There's actually a promotional video, but the background music would trigger YouTube's copyright system. Take a look at this fact sheet from July 30th, where the president's working group on digital asset markets laid out their strategy for securing America's position in digital finance. Here's their opening statement. He promised to make America the crypto capital of the world. Today, the president's working group on digital asset markets is releasing a report that provides a roadmap to make that promise reality. This task force emerged from President Trump's Executive Order 14178, designed to boost American leadership in digital financial innovation. The group brings together government officials from multiple agencies, all working to develop regulatory and policy frameworks that align with the order's vision. The key takeaway? When these recommendations get put into action, America will be at the forefront of the blockchain transformation, ushering in what they're calling the golden age of crypto. Let me pause for a second here because what I'm about to share is coming straight from the White House's official website. I need you to really grasp what we're witnessing. We've been deep in the crypto world for years now, and honestly, I can't believe this moment has actually arrived. This is genuinely historic. We're living through the days that future generations will point to and say, that's when the White House officially embraced digital assets and crypto. The simple fact that this comprehensive report is published on the White House website tells you everything about how dramatically the crypto landscape has shifted in America. Let's dive into what they're actually proposing. The first major section is positioning America as the leader in digital asset markets. They're calling on Congress to build momentum from that huge bipartisan House vote by passing legislation that fills the regulatory gaps we've all been complaining about for years. They want to give the CFTC clear authority over spot markets for non-security digital assets, fully embrace DeFi technology, and officially recognize how this tech can integrate with traditional finance. Plus, they're pushing both the SEC and CFTC to use their current powers to immediately greenlight digital asset trading at the federal level, giving everyone crystal clear guidance on registration, custody, trading, and record keeping. And here's something exciting. They want innovative financial products to reach consumers fast, without getting stuck in bureaucratic red tape. They're talking about safe harbors and regulatory sandboxes to make this happen. Next up is modernizing bank regulation for digital assets. They're directly addressing Operation Choke Point 2.0, that whole mess we've been dealing with where banks have been scared to touch crypto. They want to relaunch crypto innovation efforts and clarify exactly what banks can do with custody, tokenization, stablecoin issuance, and blockchain integration. They're also pushing for transparency in how institutions can get bank charters or reserve bank master accounts. And this is huge. They want bank capital rules to reflect the actual risk of digital assets, not just penalize them for existing on a blockchain. Under strengthening the role of the US dollar, they want Treasury and banking agencies to quickly implement the Genius Act. Congress is being asked to protect privacy by passing the Anti-CBDC Surveillance State Act, which would permanently ban central bank digital currencies in the United States. For combating illicit finance in the digital age, they want Treasury and regulators to provide clear guidance on BSA obligations and reporting requirements. Congress needs to reinforce the importance of self-custody and clarify AML and CFT obligations for DeFi participants. They're also emphasizing that regulators shouldn't misuse their authority to target lawful activities or violate citizens' privacy. Finally, ensuring fairness and predictability in digital asset taxation calls for Treasury and the IRS to reduce taxpayer burdens by publishing guidance on complex topics like wrap transactions and de minimis receipts of digital assets. They're also asking Treasury and the IRS to take another look at their previous guidance on how mining and staking get taxed. And get this, Congress is being pushed to create legislation that would treat digital assets as their own unique asset class with modified tax rules borrowed from securities or commodities for federal income tax purposes. They even want to add crypto to the wash sale rules list. This whole thing is absolutely massive, a complete game changer from the White House. It's honestly mind-blowing that we're actually seeing this happen in the United States. The times have definitely shifted in ways I never thought possible. What really gets me is looking at some of these reactions online. James captured it perfectly when he said, it feels kind of surreal to see this tweet from the US Secretary of Treasury. And Scott Bassett's response, simply, crypto, welcome home. Think about this timeline. Just 1 year ago, we watched Trump at that rally promising to make America the crypto capital of the world. This whole pro-crypto movement has been building steam since last summer, and now we're seeing it come to fruition through official government channels. The fact that this message is coming directly from the US Secretary of Treasury's official government account is huge. It's basically a giant neon sign telling everyone that massive amounts of capital are about to pour into crypto markets. Stuart Alderati from Ripple nailed the significance of this moment. Comprehensive, helpful, and direct. The White House's Digital Assets Report, released this afternoon, pushes Congress and the U.S. federal agencies to act immediately following the passing of the Genius Act, from call-outs in support of the Clarity Act and to establish crypto market structure rules, to strengthening consumer protections and enhancing national security measures. We're talking about a 160-page blueprint for action here. This is hands down the most pro-crypto administration we've ever witnessed. And honestly, your political preferences don't matter. It's crystal clear that this administration is backing crypto in every conceivable way. This is honestly the ideal time to be positioned in projects like XRP, and let me explain why. This report includes some incredible insights from Paul Atkins about how revolutionary this technology really is, and his focus on unleashing digital asset potential while maintaining financial stability and investor protection. The crazy part, these statements are actually coming from the SEC. Paul Atkins broke it down perfectly, and major credit to Chad Steingraber for spotting this. He's discussing how the entire global system could run on American tech infrastructure. Let me show you his exact quote so you can see this yourself. The president recently said he wants the whole world operating on American technology. Atkins responded with, "Indeed, America must do more than keep pace with the crypto asset revolution. We must lead it. I stand ready to help get the job done." And this is straight from the SEC. Consider what this means for American-founded projects in the crypto space. XRP definitely qualifies alongside HBAR, XLM, and Ondo. Ripple represents a true American blockchain innovator that's been challenging traditional systems for more than a decade. Their strategic positioning has been remarkable, constantly networking, forging connections with industry giants, and building the foundational infrastructure for tomorrow's financial ecosystem. Now we're hearing this administration's vision: American technology powering global operations. We're talking about blockchain, distributed ledger systems, and AI integration, technologies that work together. We've covered extensively how AI and blockchain are naturally complementary. This represents a pivotal moment in cryptocurrency history. The bullish implications are enormous, which reinforces my conviction that this administration is creating unprecedented wealth building opportunities for those who recognize what's happening. So there's today's breakdown. If this resonated with you, smash that like button, subscribe, and enable notifications because there's tons more valuable content headed your way.